In this video, I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step blueprint that you need to follow in order to succeed as a beginner with dropshipping on Amazon in 2020. Be sure to like this video because I'm going to go out of my way to show you all of the steps that you need to take, all the software you need to use, and the product research methods that I personally use in my dropshipping business on Amazon. And if you like what you hear, also be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification so you can be notified of every single time that I launch a video like this, so you never miss one and you get all the important information that you ever need to see. And a little bit about myself, my name is Tom Cormier, Ecom Tom. I've been dropshipping on Amazon for over 2 years now, and I easily hit over $5,000 to $10,000 profit a month on Amazon, depending on how much effort I'm putting into it every single month. I've noticed over time with teaching Amazon dropshipping that a lot of people get confused as to what to do and also think that Amazon is this big bad wolf that's going to come out there, ban your account if you don't know what you're doing. Although this could be true, I do want to put some nerves at ease because a lot of beginners are overly cautious and overly worried about Amazon, when in reality, I do think a lot of it is to do with just people overhyping how bad Amazon really is. And this in no way, shape, or form means that you should go out there and just have no idea what you're doing when you're getting started. So that's why I put together this video for you. So be sure to watch it all the way until the end because I'm going to show you every single thing that I do with my Amazon dropshipping business, how to get started as a beginner, and how you can also do so as well. I'll see you inside my computer. All right, so the number one step that you need to follow is actually just opening up an Amazon account. Although it's pretty easy to do, it's not as easy as starting something like an eBay account, so you do need to put some time and effort into it. I also do have a video linked up above that I can share with you guys on how to get started. I've made that whole video for you already, but you have to realize that every so often, every few months, Amazon does change the way that you sign up for an account, and I can't keep a constant video up to date on to how to do so. So you do want to come to the Amazon Become a Seller website right here, and you just want to click sign up. After you click sign up, you want to make sure that you're signing up for a professional account. Yes, a professional account does cost $39.99 a month, but you must realize that in order to actually get the buy box, which is something we will talk about in a bit, you will need to have a professional account no matter what. So if you sign up as an individual seller, first off, if you sell more than 40 items in the first month, you literally are losing money compared to having a professional account. This is because individual sellers get hit with an extra $1 fee on every single transaction when professional sellers do not actually get that fee. So you want to sign up. You don't need to have a business. You don't need to have an LLC. You can sign up as an individual or just as a human being. But one thing to realize is that the more legitimate you are when you first get started, you will really benefit from it later on down the road. So if you actually have an LLC, a business bank account, a business location, and everything like that, business phone number, it's much easier to get started and it's going to help you out so you don't have to change things later on down the road if you become more legitimate in your business. So all you have to do is go ahead and sign up, and after you sign up and have an account, we'll go over the next steps that you need to take. All right, so an optional second step that you might want to take is something that people call seasoning your Amazon account. So when you first start an Amazon account, one of the hardest things to do is actually get that account off the ground. Amazon will sometimes hit you with some form of a suspension saying that your items are illegitimate or anything like that, even though they really aren't. And that's just really trying to stop bad sellers from frauding people right off the beginning, and also just trying to clean up their marketplace and their act a little bit. One of the things that a lot of professionals and actual coaches of Amazon dropshipping teach is to season your Amazon account. This means starting with Amazon FBA. If you're buying the items in bulk up front, then there's no way that you could have been selling illegitimate products to begin with, although they could still hit you with some form of illegitimate error or something like that. It's very rare that it will happen. There's tons of videos on YouTube on how to actually do this. I don't actually have any at the moment, but I do plan on putting some up because I do Amazon FBA at the moment, but I just got started with it. So there's tons of videos out there. All you need to do is usually go to a local Walmart or a retail chain store or something like that. Go find items in the clearance section or something like that you know you can make money off of based off Amazon's price. And that's the only way that you can get Prime by, or one of the only ways you can get Prime by Amazon on your listing. From there, you're gonna buy some items in bulk and ship them into the Amazon warehouses yourself. And at that point in time, it's a lot easier to get your account started that way. From there, Amazon will see you as a more legitimate seller to get started, and then you'll actually be allowed to get started with dropshipping a lot quicker. I personally did not do this, but as Amazon gets more strict as time goes on, I do suggest starting and seasoning your account for at least close to a couple weeks to a month, at least maybe get a couple batches into Amazon FBA. The next step in this process is finding the correct software for the job. Although there's tons of different software that you can use for little things here and there, the two main biggest softwares that you need and are going to be the backbone of your business are a stock and inventory type tool and also a repricing type tool. So So first off, the repricing tool is going to price your items after it's given items from your stock and inventory tool. So WEBSCRAPER app and SKUGRID are both stock and inventory tools. They're going to check from your suppliers that you've chosen to see if the item's still in stock, what its handling time is, does it fit your metrics and what you want to be doing, and then it's going to send that information to your repricing tool. The repricing tool that almost everybody uses is inform.co. It's very great, and it talks with both of these programs, WEBSCRAPER app and SKUGRID. I've personally used both, but you don't have to use both. You can use one or the other, but the main reason to pick one over the other is mainly because of the suppliers. So if you can see the suppliers on WEBSCRAPER app, you do have to sign up, I believe, in order to see their suppliers. They cover about 90 different suppliers at the moment, I believe, last I checked, and SKUGRID itself has a lot more suppliers, but it is a little bit harder to get started and set up than WEBSCRAPER app, I would say. Both are great software. SKUGRID's cheaper, has more suppliers, and is harder to set up. WEBSCRAPER app is more expensive, has less suppliers, and easier to set up. So that's pretty much it. From there, you connect them into Informed, which there's a bunch of videos on it, and I have some videos inside of my actual Amazon dropshipping course on how to do it. And then you want to be picking actual suppliers. So the number one thing that I can say, besides setting up your account, possibly seasoning it, and other things like this, are that you should be looking out and not using the wrong suppliers. A lot of people teach Walmart onto Amazon, Home Depot onto Amazon, and things like that, and that is not a great way to be starting your business in 2020. Maybe this worked a few years ago, but it was still risky even then. People that are still doing it, yes, they are most likely making money, but they most likely have a actual seasoned account, an account that's been around for a while. They know exactly what they're doing, and they're not beginners. And they're fighting for literal peanuts on the internet, and that's not what you should be doing. You should be looking for suppliers. Like I said, there's over 450 on this list from SKUGRID, just for the United States alone. You should be looking for suppliers that are more obscure and can get you higher profit margins, so you don't have to be fighting for peanuts. You don't have to be doing a ton of sales in order to be making a lot of money, and you can go out of your way and actually make good money with less work and feel that you can put your head on your pillow at night and not be worried about your account magically disappearing from you overnight. So that's the software that you should be using. We're gonna go into the last step of product research, and at that point in time, you should be pretty much ready and have a lot of the tools that you need in order to get started with your Amazon dropshipping business in 2020. All right, so this is the final part where you're actually doing the Amazon dropshipping aspect of Amazon dropshipping. So we got everything set up. We possibly seasoned our account, and at that point in time, we picked what repricing software we were gonna do. And now we're gonna go look through these programs and actually find some suppliers. So say you look through these suppliers and you find one that you like. One thing I'm usually looking for is fast shipping times, great handling times, easy return policies, tax exemption for future reference. When you are buying from them, you should not be paying sales tax because you will not be the end consumer of the item. Sales tax is only for the end consumer. So if you can get tax exempt saying that you're a reseller to these suppliers, then you're going to actually have a huge leg up and advantage on the competition that may not be tax exempt. So let's say you went through all these suppliers and maybe you've been in these Facebook groups or on Instagram or anything like that, and you've heard of people talking about Lowe's or some other supplier outside of the Walmart and the Home Depot. Although Lowe's is pretty similar, I would say it's a lot safer to use than Walmart and Home Depot, although I personally do not and would not usually use them. But let's just say, for the sake of things, you chose Lowe's. So what do we want to be doing in order to find Lowe's items on Amazon? So one thing that I like to do is find the supplier first, then find their items on Amazon. And the biggest way to be doing this is looking for private label brands of these suppliers. And although this might sound confusing, if you go to Lowe's and you find out what their private label brands are, and private label brands means they're brands that are only owned by and inside of Lowe's stores. So Lowe's owns this brand. Lowe's goes out of their way to private label these items and these brands and sell them in their store. If they're being sold on eBay or on Amazon, they're private label brands, and you know that Lowe's doesn't sell on eBay or Amazon, that means that somebody is drop shipping those items onto eBay or Amazon, or they're sending them into FBA for Amazon. So once you find the private label brands, most big name retailers and a lot of actual websites do have their own private label brands. Like Walmart has Mainstays, although I did say stay away from it. Lowe's has other private label brands. So the easiest way to be doing this is literally searching Lowe's private label brands. At this point in time, you will find a list of Lowe's private label brands. It usually pops up pretty quickly. Could be inside of a Wikipedia article, anywhere like that, maybe even on their own store. But one thing you need to see here is there's private label brands include Cobalt, Allen Roth, Blue Hawk, and then you find Harbor Breeze. So I searched Harbor Breeze. I know it's a list, a brand of a bunch of ceiling fans. So at this point in time, I Googled Harbor Breeze, and I will go back to the actual Google search. I Googled it. You don't want to be looking for anything that's Prime. Prime means somebody bought it in bulk, they shipped it into Amazon. You will almost never be able to compete with Prime items when you are dropshipping. You want to be looking for items that are not Prime or do not have Prime on their listing. They could have free shipping, but Prime means that they shipped it into Amazon most likely and that you won't be able to compete. Amazon will push Prime people to the buy box instead of you. So I picked this fan right here, and then we will just right click and open the link in a new tab. At this point in time, you need to realize, look at how many people are on the listing. There's about 13. Usually if you're drop shipping, there's going to be a decent amount of people on the listing because a lot of people do have access to these items, but 13 really still is not that much people or that many people. So at this point in time, you just want to really take the price. This is the buy box right here. This price means that this person has the buy box. It will say ships from and sold by Wise Tree LLC. There's 13 other people on this listing. You can click right here, and if you scroll through, these are all other people that are either selling it for higher prices and just don't want to go as low as this person. But as you can tell, there's two people that are at the same price. They will most likely interchangeably go in between, in and out of the buy box because they're both drop shipping. So at this point in time, we know that the price is $66.39. Based off one of my other programs that I'm using, it's estimated to sell 15 times a month, which isn't too bad. I have another program up here called Jungle Scout that's estimating at 50 sales a month. Amazon sales are all estimates. You need to realize that. So just take it as a grain of salt. If you're drop shipping, you don't need to buy the items up front. So it really truly doesn't matter as long as you know you can list this brand. So at this point in time, all you need to do, copy or double click over the entire title, right click, search for it in Google. I did that. Here we are. The first thing that shows up is Lowe's. The second thing that shows up is the Amazon actual item. So I clicked on Lowe's. We'll click on it again. At this point in time, you can tell that the item is being sold for $49.98 at Lowe's, and I already added it to the cart and it has free shipping. So that's $50. They're selling it for $66. So let's say you sell it at $66.39. You multiply that by 0.85 because Amazon does take 15% of your sales. So multiplying it by 0.85 will be what you have left after Amazon's fees. You have $56.43. We're going to subtract 49.98, which is the price that you would have paid here. And at that point in time, you're making $6.45 profit on each sale. You need to realize there's other ways to make money like this. There's a lot of people from Lowe's use their cashback portals, cashback credit cards. They're making extra percentages that way. It's a game of percentage points, and this item is selling for just about 10% profit. If we divide it by the actual price of the item, what you sell it for, it's about 9.7% profit. Again, I aim for anything that's going to be 7% and above. At that point in time, I know that I'm going to be making money on every single sale as long as something catastrophic doesn't happen. And that's pretty much Amazon dropshipping in a nutshell. From here, you could scroll down and click sell on Amazon. You can go through the whole listing process, which is extremely easy yourself, and then just make sure that you connect this item into your repricing tool or your stock and inventory tool. For this example, I did use SKUGRID, although I do believe Lowe's is also inside of WebScraper app as well. So once you have them all connected and talking together, and I teach about this inside of my Amazon dropshipping course, it's very easy to just go find more and more and more items, hop on these listings, and go from there. Once you have about 100 plus to 200 good items, I would say, you should be making pretty much a full-time income dropshipping on Amazon. If not, you're most likely either doing something wrong or finding very competitive items and, just really not using your listings to the best of your capability. I would rather have less listings on Amazon and make more money, very good listings, than having a ton of listings up that might not sell. So that's pretty much it for Amazon dropshipping. If you did like this video, be sure to smash that like button. Also check out the playlist that I have on Amazon dropshipping because of course there's a lot more to go into and a lot more depth. Also, if you're interested in a free $1 trial, if you made it this far, I'm sure you are actually dedicated and want to learn Amazon dropshipping. If you're interested in a free $1 trial, check down below in the description. You'll get the first 10 videos of my Amazon dropshipping course for $1. That's about it. If you like this video, like I said, please smash that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.